the boss? It's an age-old question. Well, one that dates back to the 1980s. Was it Tony? Was it Angela? We may never know for sure. But today, it's the Silverado. The Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Custom Trail Boss lets you buy into that lifted life from the factory. It features an upgraded version of the Silverado Z71 off-road suspension package that brings a 2-inch lift, monotube Rancho shock absorbers designed to handle a full day of off-roading, plus steel bumpers and underbody skid plates in case its 10.9 inches of ground clearance still aren't enough for you. The standard engine is Chevy's 2.7-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. That's more horsepower than the 3-liter turbo diesel inline 6-cylinder that's also available, and more torque than the optional 5.3-liter V8. The Custom Trail Boss comes with a remote drop tailgate, and for $444 extra, you can equip it with the Silverado's Multi-Flex tailgate. That can be configured in a variety of ways, including as a step, which several people have noted you can't use if there's a hitch ball attached. But if you do have one attached, this will tow up to 9,000 pounds, only a couple hundred pounds less than the other engine options, and it has a payload capacity of 2,020 pounds, which is a little bit more because that 4-cylinder engine is lighter. The Custom comes with cloth upholstery and a front bench seat, giving it a 6-passenger layout. And since it's a full-size crew cab, it easily passes my 6'1" scooch test, where I see if I can fit behind myself comfortably. The front hump seat isn't quite as luxurious. It's as stiff and upright as a park bench, and kind of like sitting in one of those tiny seats in your kid's kindergarten classroom. Under the rear seat, you'll find storage room with a pretty flat floor. We could argue all day whether or not that's better than some sort of cubby. I like it this way. I think it offers more options. The Custom also comes with the Silverado 1500's basic dashboard instead of the fancy one with the widescreen digital displays that's available on higher trims. It has all the analog gauges you need, knobs and buttons for the major controls, and the small screen infotainment system is equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration. It also has a smaller, old-school monochromatic digital display within the instrument cluster, but you have to use this knob to operate it, and that's probably not the best idea when you drive it. Now it's time for the Caffeina Cup Holder Count, brought to you by Caffeina Caffeinated Water. Available in a variety of flavors, it's high-octane hydration for your high-performance lifestyle. Caffeina! So when you're using the Custom's bench seat, there are no cup holders up front, but there is a storage space underneath, which is perfect for holding a couple of bottles of Caffeina, and if you fold down the seat back, you do get 2 slots, 1 for each seat. Unfortunately, the back seat doesn't have any cup holders or an armrest. So if there are 6 people on board, you're pretty much all out of luck. There are slots in the doors that you could put a bottle of caffeine in, but I wouldn't use for a cup of coffee, which is probably for the best because Caffeina is much more refreshing. Caffeina! Buy it on Amazon using the link below. As with a lot of off-road suspension packages, I think this one actually makes the Silverado ride better on pavement as well. This kind of takes the edge off of rough surfaces. And for the road, the Trail Boss comes with automatic emergency brakes, but you can't get it with a blind spot information system or parking sensors. It does come with this nifty blind spot mirror though, and if you're having trouble parallel parking, the steel bumpers might come in handy. The 4-cylinder comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission and is very potent, more than you need to get this truck around out here. The extra clearance is definitely noticeable when you're riding over humps, and the Rancho shocks absolutely cradle this thing. The Trail Boss comes with a comprehensive 4x4 system that includes a full-time all-wheel drive setting, plus a 2-speed transfer case, and it has an electronic locking rear differential. But you can't manually lock it, and the front diff is open, so this isn't the best setup for the most extreme off-roading, which is probably why they call it the Trail Boss instead of the Rock Boss, which would be Bruce Springsteen. And that's appropriate because I'm in New Jersey right now. The Trail Boss package also includes a hill descent control that holds it at a speed you set by using the brakes and the gas as you're heading downhill. The Trail Boss will be carrying over pretty much as is for 2024, but the engine's getting a new name. Chevrolet will be calling it the Turbo Max from now on. And its warranty's getting maxed out from 60,000 miles to 100,000 miles. And even though that doesn't carry over to the leftover 2023 models like this one, I guess it's good to know Chevrolet thinks the engine could last that long.